Do we have a game tomorrow? Oh. Okay. No, I was joking, Jarvis. Go ahead.
First of all, can you walk us through the process of the reinstatement and what comes next after that?
I wish I knew that. I really do. I wish I knew that. Um, Maybe you guys can find out and then let us know, because I'm not sure how that works.
There's been no news. There's been no news.
No, there hasn't been news for a while.
Pause there.
I mean, we just want to know.
Have you heard anything about Isaiah Stokes either?
No, who is that? It just seems like when it comes to Memphis, man, it's like I don't know. We can't get an answer. Last year we waited a long time on Lance Thomas. Now we're waiting on Isaiah Stokes, and we're waiting on James.
Do you try to contact them, and if so, how often, or is it just a waste of time to try to contact them?
The compliance departments and the our legal staff on campus have contacted them numerous occasions for sure.
So it's all between compliance and
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
did they say that okay, they are actually talking, or
They said they were talking. Yeah.
Do they give you any kind of timetable?
No. No time frame.
How frustrating is this that this is all coming down right as the season starting, as opposed to the summer, that it all happens right as the year's beginning?
It's frustrating because it has been going on that long.
What silver lining can you take from this in lack of development of other players while James out? What's the silver lining to this situation?
Yeah, obviously other guys will get more minutes. They'll have an opportunity to step up. The thing that's been lost in this is James having to sit, but I guess the silver lining of all of this is that the other guys are getting more experience.
how is his mindset right now, as far as just his mindset, and then as far as what he's doing in practice off to the side, or
I think it's different emotions. I think that in the beginning it was frustration, like, man, I can't play. And then, of course, he got the TRO and played. And then he took the suit off and was like, okay, we're going to get this resolved really quickly and see what's going on. And then now it's probably back the other way, like, man, what's going on again?
Does he practice as if he's playing? And how do you do that? Because you have to work on some rotations without.
Yeah, we kind of sub he and the guys out during practice. Usually Lance Thomas or Isaiah Maurice will sub him out. And he'll spend 70% of doing things, and then the other time, Lance Thomas and the guys will really, it's probably 50-50 right now.
And are you going to stick with the Lance as so Precious doesn't have to play the five? Are you going to stick with the way you?
Yeah, I think starting the game off, I'm going to definitely start. I don't know if it's going to be Lance, but it's going to be a five to go in there with Precious for sure.
Have you spoken to any other coaches, maybe some who have been through this, and if so, what is their reaction? What do they say to you about this?
No, all the coaches just say hang in there. That's about it, and just this too shall pass. This will pass and move forward. That's about it. Just stay focused.
that doesn't tell James? That doesn't make it any. Is that what you tell James?
Yeah, that's the only thing that we can do. It's out of our control right now.
But that doesn't make it any easier.
Obviously not. It doesn't make it any easier because we're in the season. We want all our guys to be out on the floor. We're playing for something on a nightly basis, and the distraction of it hanging over our head as well.
At this point, you played Little Rock last year. Are you still more concerned about what you're doing or game plan for your opponent right now?
Well, it's a little bit of them, but every coach will tell you it's more about your team because you're playing against yourself. You're playing against what you do every day in practice. It's not a knock on any other team. You're going to go over their plays, see what they like to do, try to take away their strengths and force them toward their weaknesses. But it's like the things that you need your team to be doing to get better every game is what you really focus on.
You beat them last year by 10. It was a scrappy game. They're going to come in and try to knock you off because they have something. They have two good players back from last year. So what do you tell your players not to take them for granted while looking at them as beneath them?
Well, again, this is a young team. They're going to always look at teams that aren't ranked like, all right, we should beat them. But they're well coached, former NBA guy, Darryl Walker, who does an excellent job, the sets that he runs and the mindset that he has his team. He has his team on upset, going into our building, coming into our building. And last year they played us well. We didn't push away until late. And it's something that we can't do having a young team is take anybody for granted.
Is it you look at Florida starting a little bit, Kentucky starting a little bit, young teams. Is
No, we knew it wasn't going to be easy. I mean, you got a young team, and like we said before the season started, experience is going to be the best teacher. Everything that they're learning on the fly is making them better. It's a first in everything that they do. First time doing this, first time playing this team, first time playing against this zone, first time playing against this type of pressure, this type of strength and this type of speed, because they've been playing against themselves for the last 4 or 5 months or whatever. So obviously we know it's going to be a tough task, but we have enough talent, and we just have to keep pushing.
Yesterday, Rick Barnes was quoted over in Knoxville saying he doesn't think the Memphis-Tennessee series is going to continue beyond next year's game in Nashville. Do you want to see this series continue?
I think it'd be good for the state, for sure. Obviously, last year what happened, it kind of put a spoiler on it for a minute, but I'm way past that right now, because I think the state, is so competitive that I think it should carry on.
So you're open to it. You're willing to work on it.
Absolutely, because the state needs it. They really do.
Everybody help.
Yeah, everybody's healthy. Nobody out as of right now. I mean, Malcolm Dandridge has been cleared, so he's working his way back. But there are any significant injuries or anything that people are going to be to sit out of games. Those small little knickknacks.
Teddy, I know you can't talk to any specific players, but where do you guys stand right now with recruiting?
We feel like we're in a good place. It's going to be some kids that sign late. Obviously, that helps us because we don't know what our situation is going to be with the players that we have coming back. But other than that, we're in a good position with some players.
You said Malcolm's been cleared, so he's ready to play, or he's just ready to just practice?
I think I need to see him more in practice. He's looking pretty good, though. And coming off 2 knee surgeries is tough. First time he's ever had to go through that, so we want to take him slowly, but you just never know. I mean, if he continues to progress like he's progressing, see him out there soon.
You said he had 2 knee surgeries. Can you tell us what the ones are that he had?
He had an ACL, and then he had a meniscus surgery as well. So he had 2 surgeries at one time. And that's tough because he played on an injured knee through high school, and it took him a long time to have surgery, so they kind of put him behind the 8 ball. But he's looking like his old self more and more every day.
You put a timetable on it?
No, I didn't, because I understand how knee surgeries are. When you have kids that they have never been there, they get scared, they get a little tentative, and it takes a while for them to get their confidence back. But this is the 9th month, I think, so it's kind of coming to a point where he's starting to feel much better than where he was.
Bull Rock's given up a lot of threes early on in the season. Are you expecting Biggie, maybe Boogie, or any of these guys from the perimeter?
Well, they're going to pack the zone in. The way we shot against Oregon, nobody's going to be trying to play us man. They're going to pack the zone in and go, okay, shoot it from the outside and don't try to get it on the inside. Obviously we learned from our mistakes in that game. We didn't shoot as many. We're not shooting it well, but we didn't shoot as many against Alcorn State that we did against Oregon. So guys are starting to understand to drive the ball into the paint and try to make the next play.
Do you see DJ role is the same coming off the bench, playing the 4, whatever position he needs?
DJ plays wherever he needs to play. He's the most unselfish kid for sure. Obviously, we know he's a starter, but he's playing starter minutes. He's playing the second most minutes on the team. He's that valuable to us. And I thought bringing him off with the second group would get him a better rhythm starting in the game. And it has helped because he's been scoring. He's been rebounding. He's been doing all the small things as well.
Speaking of series, because you got removed with Tennessee, there are those in East Tennessee who will say it was because of what you said after last year's game.
No comment. I mean, honestly, no comment, man. It's just, if I react, it's for a reason. That's all I'll say. It's always good I'm going to protect my team. So that's what I was doing.
Lester's been real consistent over the last few games. What are the little things he's doing to embrace his game? He hadn't been hitting the outside shot, he's been doing everything else.
He's been actually finishing in the paint, and he's been getting to the foul line. Those are 2 things right away, and he's been offensive rebounding. So that's basically taking his game to the next level because he's not just depending on making a 3-point shot to be effective. And he's taking charges. He's taking the challenge of, even if it's playing a big or playing a guard, he's taking a challenge. So we're definitely proud of him for that.
Given the fact James is not in there, how would you assess your team's growth or improvement from day 1 or from the Bahamas to right now?
Well, it's much better. Obviously, they understand the flow of the game. They understand our detail and what we're trying to do out there on the court, our game plan. They're understanding that more now. It's been 4 different game plans in 4 different games, and that's what happens when you're playing against different talents. So they've come a long ways because they understand the knowledge, and they're communicating more. They weren't communicating as much, in the Bahamas out there on the floor. That's a big thing for coaches on this level. You got to get your kids to talk. Makes the defense better. So we still have some things to work on for sure, but we've gotten much better since the Bahamas.
What have you learned about coaching a team that's this young? What's been the biggest frustration and what's been the biggest lesson?
I think the biggest frustration is, and these are good problems to have because you have talent, is that everybody's been a superstar on their own respective team. So they haven't had to play the role of a role player to star in their role. They have been the star. So they're trying to mesh that all together. We knew that was going to kind of be hard early until everybody kind of gets into their own. But that's been the toughest thing. The easiest thing has been just really, teaching, because they're absorbing all of the teaching. But when you've been a superstar your whole since you were small and you've been the guy to take all the shots and you had other guys on the team that had to do all the dirty work and now you're asked to do those things, it has to be tough. So we're being patient with that.
Hey, last year you did a lot of frustration coaching, because people weren't getting what you were doing. What's the biggest difference from frustration coaching and the guys just not getting it as of right now?
Well, we don't want them to continue to repeat the same mistakes. We call it carryover. And if they're not carrying over what we're talking about, if we're watching it on film today, we're not expecting for us to watch it on film the next time we watch it. And when you see that, then that means the kid just isn't locked in, that he's not locked in on what our game plan discipline is, and it's something else that's on his mind. And that's when the frustration happens.
You still having fun?
I am still having fun. I mean, I'm here. I understood what was going to come along with this. Like I said, a lot of people tried to talk me out of taking this job, but I wanted it. And I understand there's good and bad that comes along with this job, man. And I'm in here for a reason, and I'm going to stick with it until I get it done.
How long?
I don't know.
Any other questions?
Thank you.